Have you ever wondered what goes into making those ultra-luxurious items you see in high-end boutiques? We're talking about the kind of stuff that costs more than a car. Today, we're going on an exclusive journey deep into the world of exotic materials, specifically inside a wolfskin factory. We're going to uncover the entire fascinating process, from rawhide to $1 million luxury good. It's a world of incredible craftsmanship, tradition, and meticulous detail that most people never get to see. So, stick around as we pull back the curtain on this secretive industry. First things first, let's talk about sourcing. This is probably the most crucial and debated part of the entire process. The skins used in high-end luxury goods come from legally and ethically managed sources. This often involves working with government wildlife programs and indigenous communities that have been hunting these animals for generations as part of their cultural heritage and for population control. These aren't just random hunts. They are highly regulated to ensure wildlife populations remain healthy and balanced. Conservation is a huge part of this equation. The goal is to create a sustainable system where the use of these resources actually contributes to the protection of the species and their natural habitats. Every single hide has a story and a paper trail, ensuring it's fully traceable and legally obtained. It's a complex system that balances tradition, conservation, and commerce. Once a rawhide arrives at the factory, it's a race against time. The first step is preservation. The hides are immediately salted to draw out moisture and prevent any bacterial growth that could ruin the skin. Imagine a room filled with hides, each one carefully layered with salt. It's a traditional method that has been used for centuries and is still the most effective. After salting, the hides are sorted by experts. These artisans have years of experience and can judge the quality of a hide just by touch and sight. They look for size, thickness, and the quality of the fur. They're also checking for any imperfections, like scars or blemishes. Only the absolute best, the top 1%, will make it to the next stage to become a high-fashion item. The rest might be used for other, less demanding products. This initial sorting is critical because it determines the final value of the product. Now comes the tanning process. This is where science meets artistry. Tanning transforms the raw, stiff hide into a soft, pliable, and durable material that we know as leather or fur. It's a multi-step process that can take weeks. First, the hides are soaked in large vats of water to rehydrate them and wash away the salt and any dirt. Then they go through a fleshing process, where a machine or a skilled worker with a special knife carefully removes any remaining fat and muscle tissue from the underside of the skin. This has to be done with extreme precision to avoid damaging the hide. After fleshing, the skins are pickled in a solution of acid and salt. This prepares them for the actual tanning agents. The choice of tanning agent is a closely guarded secret for many tanneries. It could be a traditional vegetable tan, using natural tannins from tree bark, or a more modern chrome tan, which is faster and produces a very stable leather. For fur, the process is slightly different. It's called dressing and is designed to tan the leather side while keeping the fur soft, silky, and firmly attached. After the initial tanning, the transformation is far from over. The skins, now in a state called wet blue, if chrome tanned, are still rough. They need to be refined. They go through a process called shaving, where a high-precision machine shaves the leather side to a uniform thickness. This is incredibly important for consistency in the final product. Imagine a luxury handbag where one side is thicker than the other. It just wouldn't work. After shaving, the skins might be retanned to give them specific properties, like extra softness or water resistance. Then comes one of the most vital steps, dyeing. The skins are placed in huge rotating drums that look like giant washing machines. Dyes are carefully mixed to achieve the perfect color. Getting a consistent color across an entire batch of skins is a major challenge. The artisans must account for how each individual skin will absorb the dye. It's a delicate balance of temperature, pH, and timing. The goal is to get a deep, rich color that penetrates all the way through the leather, not just a surface coating. Now we enter the finishing stages, where the magic really happens. This is where the material starts to look like something you'd see in a designer showroom. After dyeing, the skins are dried. This can be done in several ways. They can be hung to air dry, vacuum dried, or toggled, which means they are stretched on a frame to dry flat. The drying method affects the final texture and feel of the material. Once dry, the conditioning process begins. The skins are tumbled with natural oils and fats in another large drum. This process, known as fat lacquering, restores the oils lost during tanning and makes the leather incredibly soft and flexible. Without this step, the leather would be stiff and brittle. The artisans here are like master chefs, using a precise recipe of oils to achieve the desired handle and feel. For the fur, it undergoes its own beautification. It's cleaned, conditioned, and then glazed to bring out its natural luster and sheen. This involves a special steaming and ironing process that makes the fur look absolutely radiant. The next steps are all about aesthetics and preparing the material for the designers. The leather side of the skin might be buffed to create a soft velvety surface, like new, or it could be embossed with a pattern, like a crocodile or ostrich print. Using heated metal plates and immense pressure, this is how you can get the look of a super exotic skin on a more common type of leather. For the wolf fur, the focus is on perfecting its natural beauty. The fur is meticulously combed and sheared to a uniform length. Highly skilled workers, often using little more than a pair of scissors and an artist's eye, will even out the fur and enhance its natural patterns. This is painstaking work that requires incredible patience and a steady hand. Every single hair has to be perfect. The quality control at this stage is intense. Each finished skin is inspected under bright lights for any flaw, no matter how small. A tiny discoloration or a slight imperfection in the fur could cause a skin to be rejected. From the factory floor, these perfected skins are shipped to the world's most exclusive fashion houses and ateliers. This is where designers and master craftsmen take over. They see these materials not just as skins, but as their canvas. The designer will lay out their patterns on the skin, taking great care to showcase the best features of the fur or leather. For example, with a wolf skin, they might strategically place the pattern to highlight the beautiful gradient of colors from the darker spine to the lighter belly. Cutting the skins is an art in itself. It's done by hand with a special knife. The cutter must be incredibly precise, as there is zero room for error with material this valuable. One wrong cut could waste thousands of dollars. After cutting, the pieces are sent to be stitched. The sewing is often done on specialized machines, but the most intricate and delicate parts are still stitched by hand by artisans who have dedicated their lives to this craft. They use techniques passed down through generations to create seams that are both incredibly strong and virtually invisible. The final product, whether it's a full-length coat, a handbag, or a statement piece of home decor, is a masterpiece of craftsmanship. Each item can take hundreds of hours to create. Think about the journey. From a carefully managed wildlife population, through a complex and lengthy tanning and finishing process, to the hands of a designer, and finally, a master artisan. Every single person in that chain is a specialist with a unique set of skills. This is why these items command such high prices. You're not just paying for the material itself. You're paying for the expertise, the tradition, the artistry, and the countless hours of human effort that went into creating something truly exceptional. Testament to what can be achieved when nature and human ingenuity come together. So, the next time you see one of these incredible luxury goods, you'll know the amazing story behind it. It's a journey that spans continents, combines ancient traditions with modern technology, and involves a whole chain of dedicated experts. It's a fascinating look into a world where no detail is too small and perfection is the only standard. This industry is complex, and it's important to understand all sides of it. From the conservation efforts at the source to the incredible skill in the factory, to a world of true luxury, defined by rarity, craftsmanship, and a deep respect for the material. Thank you so much for joining me on this inside look at the world of exotic skin production. It's a side of the fashion industry that few get to see. If you found this journey as fascinating as I did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most amazing industries. Let me know in the comments what you thought, or what other processes you'd like to see us explore next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.